Hi guys. Hi guys, it's me, the funniest man in the South. Hey, look. So basically I acquired this Bilt horse. It's a 1980s model. Okay, such weird designs back then. They used this as an air filter. No, I'm just kidding. It's a pizza pan. Anyway, this is it. It doesn't have the original motor on it. It comes with a hammer though, apparently. Over there. Alright, that's not the original motor. It's a Tecumseh. It's at least a 2006 or older model, because the sticker right there said so. And we've been cleaning it up, and we've been painting the parts on it. That is the handle adjustment. You can turn it to the side, and these are the what they call the left and right ratchets, and I've just been painting them. And here is the handle.
I know he started doing that. I'm gonna kill him and cat.
There is the handle that we started, and we taped off the black part of the handle. Good morning. And it's old. And anyways, it had these really cool wheels on it, right? That's how they look when they're all rusty and stuff. But we've cleaned this one up a bit, and it looks really, really good. And these are not the original tires that come on it. Apparently it had some weird design. These are pretty much what you're going to find on new tillers everywhere. It had like some weird, from what I could tell from the book, it had like this weird, you know, these little boxes and diamond patterns all over the wheel. Real interesting design. I think we're going to try to clean all this dirt off some more, the best we can, and then we're just going to take the tires off and we're going to paint it the best we can without having to disassemble it, because I believe it's cast iron, so if I miss a spot and it gets a little bit of rust, it's not going anywhere. At least not in my lifetime, it won't. So basically this thing is amazing looking. I mean, it looks just like a machine should look. I mean, I'm gonna be happy when this paint dries, because you guys are getting a good look at what those parts look like before I started working on it. And so, and the thing about this tiller is you can buy some attachments for it. You can buy like a shovel that would go in the front. I don't know how that would soup up now, but you could buy a shovel for it and everything. It's leaking a little bit of gear oil from the bottom there around the pulleys, but man, I just say that this thing is awesome. We're gonna paint it. The paint we're using, by the way, is called Strawberry Fields. It's just some cheap stuff. It says it goes on metal. It says not to exceed 200 degrees Fahrenheit with what you're painting, and being that this thing is all cast iron and all metal as a result, I'd say that the whole thing heats up pretty hot. Maybe not the handles. I don't think the handles do. But I say that, you know, the way heat works, it'll transfer all the way through everything metal that it's touching. And everything will get really, really hot on this machine. But I'm thinking the things I paint, that it's not going to exceed 200 degrees Fahrenheit. I mean, if it did, that they would be using radiators and stuff, right? I mean, they wouldn't just be like, here, air, cool it down. It's a lot of heat for air to cool down. But I'm having a great time here doing it. It's got a kill switch in one of these handles. I'm not going to touch it because I just painted it, but I think it's in that handle right there. And all these wires, the guy was just using it like I'm going to use it as a farm tool, so it was okay for those wires right there to be exposed everywhere to him. It was doing its job, you know. So what I'm going to do here, let me put a part that I've already got off that isn't been cleaned or anything, and I'll put it up next to one of these good ones I just painted. Let me turn my brightness up on my phone. Can't see what I'm doing. Alright. Basically, that would be the difference of what these parts look like. That bar right there, that little T handle right here, and that piece that I painted. And I'm not the world's best painter, so I didn't even sand this stuff, but like I said, it's iron. And I think back in the day when they first when they were selling stuff like this, they didn't even really smooth it down. They just kind of, you know, they was clean. It wasn't rusty, but they threw the paint on it and then they sold it. And people were like, yeah, great, I love this thing. And they didn't really care about like, oh, it's not show quality finish. But it's going to be a cool little tiller. It'll start up. I had to order a carburetor. I ordered a carburetor. It's supposed to be here today. Now, there's a little bit of rust on here, but I got some carburetor cleaner. And I'm going to try to spray that on there. I think that'll take care of that little bit of surface rust if I just wipe it off with a towel real good. But I tried to put a piece of clear packaging tape, basically, just to block the hole. A little bit of rust I can deal with, but if water gets in the engine, well, that causes a whole bunch of problems. Too much water gets in it. You ever drove a car with a head gasket, you just keep putting water in it. Yeah, it gets in the oil, thins it down, but you know, that car will go for a long time. But these we're gonna need new fuel hoses. I ripped these off. I might not need new fuel hoses. These don't look terribly dry rotted. Nasty definitely, and sorry if I didn't give you the picture. But